of life things, okay? This is crazy important. You guys need to understand this. I'm going to cover my face right here because I don't want to see my mug twice. Number one, we're getting a brand new mode called Simulation. Okay, this is the mode right here. All right, so this is going to be hunters versus hunters, and they're going to provide us a brand new item where we can actually upgrade our artifacts even further. The substats can be pushed even further. Now, check this out. Choi has different skills here. You actually get to fight hunters in their data simulation. Look at this. Look at this. Choi can probably crit here too. There's the code right there, by the way, in case you missed it. Choi looks like a fucking badass. Where is this version of Choi? Where's this version of Choi, bro? He can look. He crit us too. Choi can crit with this version. What's happening here? So the way this mode works is you get to fight hunters, sometimes 2 in a row, sometimes 1. And as you beat hunters, you get buffs. And as you get buffs, you go along. And at the end, the fight is against SJW. Yeah, we need this Choi. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you fight SJW. And then at the end of it all, you're going to get these artifact tokens where you can actually upgrade your artifacts even further. So now we're going to be able to push our artifacts even more to the limit. So I actually enjoy this because of 2 reasons. Number one, there's no longer a reason to farm more artifacts. And I'm going to talk more about something else that's even more important than this. We are now going to be able to actually use the same artifacts we've been farming the whole time. There's a skill tree here as well, by the way, for those who want to strategize and build the best trees. We'll talk more about that later as we go through it. But you guys can see here, right over here, this is the new system. So you get these tokens from the actual simulation event, and then you can then apply them to substats in your armor and artifacts and raise the substats even further. That's crazy. That's crazy. So now we're going to be able to push artifact limits even more. So now that's going to raise your... Now this apparently will allow you to push your combat power by at least minimum 100k. 100k. This is going to be the mode now to focus on. Everyone's going to be transitioning from hard mode Baron straight to this. So this update is going to be massive. Massive, massive, massive. So this is going to be one of those things, guys, where we're going to have to 100% put effort into it. It's going to be a lot of guides coming out for this. I'll definitely try to get you guys the best trees. And yeah, they said no RNG involved. So you get to choose, I guess, what you want. I think the only RNG might be the percentage that you get for the buff. You guys can see it says, like right here, you guys can see it says 0.8, right, to 1.5. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put my screen a little smaller. But you guys can see right there, there is a percentage. So there will be that form of RNG, but you get to choose your substat, which is amazing, right? So that's going to be a big, big one. Now, the next quality of life feature I want to discuss here is going to be titles. Whales wanted something else that nobody else had. Titles are now going to be available for everybody if you're pushing content. So if you are pushing your content, you are going to get yourself titles. Titles are going to be something you can show off as a whale, as somebody who's pushed the content limits. And this is, I think, exactly what I was talking about last time, right? When I was saying whales need something to be able to show off, this is the kind of things we're talking about. So titles are now being introduced for players to be able to show off and at least present. There's something else coming out here. This is in December, though. This is a new emblem feature that's coming out. So this is something that you can showcase based on your... this might be off of Jeju Island, so they didn't talk much about this. What's going on, Sakuna? So this is a big deal as well. Now, I think 2 new bosses are coming out for Encores right here. So these bosses look amazing. They look amazing. So first off, this guy here looks like Forrest with Dark, so I don't really care about him much. But this other Resident Evil Titan-looking motherfucker, look at him. Yo, that's what I look like after I'm done in bed, by the way. Yeah, that's what I look like. After a good nut, pain looks like this. So, yeah, this dude looks crazy. This dude looks crazy. Kind of lagging. I'm not lagging. I'm good. So, two new bosses coming out. 2 new Proof of the Strongs happening. So expect that. Check my mic. Nothing's wrong with my mic, man. No lag on my end. I'm good, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Okay, next big quality of life feature. POD upgrade. POD upgrade. All right, POD upgrade is massive here. So am I kind of lagging? Nobody's having issues here. Nobody else is having issues. Are you guys sure? Maybe it's your end. So next thing here, guys, is coming up is POD. So POD upgrade is massive, massive, massive. Is voice cracking really? Is it still? Some people saying it's fine, some saying it's not. So POD now is going to be a weekly thing. What they're doing is they're taking the daily prizes and they're accumulating it into 1 week. So it's some people are having issues, some people are not. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea why it's happening for some of you. So this is going to be a big one as well. Just refresh, guys. If you're having problems, that might fix it. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. So POD now is going to be a weekly thing. So this is what we were looking for, right? Less time spent on the game for older content, new time on newer content. So very, very important to note. They're taking all of the weekly or the daily prizes. They're going to put it into 1 week. And now you get to do just a weekly thing. So I'm assuming it's going to probably be either POD will be like Guild Boss where every weakness applies, which will be crazy if that happens. I think that's the smartest way to go about it. So we don't know much about the elemental part, but or they might do like a weekly elemental. Who knows, right? So either way, this is going to be a lot better for quality of life for sure. Gates, this is even cooler for me. Gates are now going from 15 to 10. So there's only going to be 10 gates to do daily. The prizes have been increased to accommodate the loss of 5 there. And now we're going to get more prizes. Gates are probably one of the worst features in the game in terms of time spent. So this is going to be a massive, massive increase in terms of how much time we spend on gates and how much time we get back to ourselves, right? So this is going to be a big one, all right? Yeah, try to reset, guys. If you're having issues with the stream, just reset. It could be on your end. We don't know. We don't know, Zero. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet on that. All right, another big one. Every QTE is now getting upgraded. All right, QTE is now going to have elements attached to it. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. You're going to get runes now for QTEs. You guys can see here, for example, there's going to be a fire one. There's going to be a wind one. There's going to be, there's the fire one right there. There's going to be ice ones. There's going to be light ones, dark ones. There's a dark one right there. So QTEs are now going to actually have elements attached to them, making it more viable to use them, right? So this is going to make it even better. Like this is one of the situations that I personally never use QTEs like this because they're just time wasters. But now because they're adding element to them, yo, it's making it that much better. So super excited to see that. I'm going to put myself up here, guys, so I don't mess up the stream. So that's another quality of life feature they're adding as well. Just so everyone is aware, we are going to get ourselves a legendary ruin, plus more tickets. That's coming your way. The video of that is coming out at 12 p.m. today, so I already made the video. Plus, here's another crazy quality of life feature they've added. For story mode now, you actually, based on your trophies, can get yourself additional rewards like gold, essence stones, custom tickets, an SSR selector, I believe that's a weapon selector there, and more. So this is going to be a massive, massive increase for the amount of rewards we get. So more reasons to get this even further, okay? So that's the SSR gift we're getting. There's a weapon selector as well, though. I think this is it right here. Update is coming the 28th. Some of this is coming later in the month, or in December, I should say, early December, but that's also most of this is coming on the 28th, okay? So those are a lot of the quality of life features. We've shown Thomas already. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about Thomas. I think he looks badass. Many people were a little bit disappointed in his animations. I'm like, yo, this is first iteration Thomas. He's a bruiser, right? So I want to make sure everybody understands that this is probably going to be the first iteration of Thomas, right? We're probably going to see the second iteration of Thomas later on where he does Black Hole and all that. But I think this is exactly what Thomas should do. He's a fucking bruiser, right? And so I want to talk about that next. I want to talk about Cha and her elements and her place in the team. And I think a lot of people are worried for no reason. And we'll do a little bit of discussion in terms of Thomas's role in the light team, as well as has he power crept or not, okay? Here's the other one that I want to talk about. This is probably the most important feature out of all of them. All of them. This is the best quality of life feature. We can now reset artifacts. Bro, do you understand how important that is? Do you understand how important this is? This is the most important feature coming out. So you know how we've all been crafting perfect artifacts? This right here is going to allow us now to take those perfect artifacts that we fucked up on because of RNG and reset them and try again. This is going to be this is probably going to be the best feature to me. So this is going to be huge, right? So absolutely huge. Nightmare, I swear to God, if you keep spamming, I'm going to time you out. Okay, so that's going to be big. There's going to be an event for this for sure. This will be an event for sure. Well, you hope you don't get the same results, right? Developers are listening, bro. They're all listening. So this is, in my opinion, the biggest feature that's coming out, and this is what I was talking about. So this is the legendary rune selector for QTE. This is the blessing, and then this is the SSR weapon. All right. So winter event's gonna start in December, or no, not December. Sorry, winter event starts on the 28th, I believe. Also, so when Thomas drops. So, bro. Nothing is killing SLA, bro. SLA is just murdering it right now. Okay, so I want to go over all the quality of life features, guys. I think it's super important to talk about these. So now that we've covered this, let's talk about